Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is about 9 o'clock at night right now, and I set up an invitation to play for my daughter Lyric, who just turned 3, and I wanted to show you guys what I did. So sometimes at night before I go to bed, if I have the energy, which isn't every day, but if I have the energy, I will set up invitations to play for her for the next morning. Now, like I've told you guys before, my daughter is really good at independent play, and she's really good at imaginative play. So, but sometimes, as a parent, you guys probably are very familiar with this. Sometimes your kid will lose interest in a toy, for example. So, a lot of times, what I'll do is if I notice that either I'll rotate the toy, and now, most of the time, I would say like 90% of the time it works. I'll rotate the toy out and then I'll bring it back in and it's like a brand new toy. But if that doesn't work, what I usually do is I will create invitations to play using a toy that I feel like she's lost a little bit of interest in. But you know, she doesn't really lose a lot of interest in her toys just because I rotate them out. But yeah, so an invitation to play is using the material in a way where the child discovers the material and they are free to play however they like with the materials that you provided. That's essentially invitation to play. There's this whole new culture of like boredom, basically. What I mean by that is like a lot of times your kid's like, I'm bored, you know, and you're constantly trying to buy them new toys or introducing them to a bunch of different TV shows to take the boredom away. So the first thing I do if I feel like my daughter is bored, which does happen, we'll go outside. That's the first thing I do. We'll go for a walk, we'll go for a nature walk, we'll go out to the lake, we'll go in our backyard, jump in the trampoline, whatever it is. We'll do some gardening outside. That's another big thing we do, you know. But sometimes the weather doesn't allow for that. So you got to get creative. Yes, you can allow them to play freely in your home. She has access to her arts and crafts and things like that and all her toys whenever she wants. But sometimes children, even with all that, they sometimes just are bored. I mean, that's just the way it is, you know. So that's where invitations to play come in handy. So let me show you first from far back what it looks like. And I use toys that she already has. I don't go out and buy new toys to do this. And then I used a lot of her dollhouse furniture and some of her people. Like if your kids have, like, for example, dollhouse furniture, you don't always have to use a dollhouse with them. Use them with blocks. Have them create their own dollhouse with some magnetic tiles or some blocks, which my daughter does a lot. But so you get the idea. So I put out a couple different things. I put out this tree. Aren't these cute? They're really cute. And this car. These little wooden dolls that I think are so adorable. Basically did some water, what this would be like water and a duck, a shell. I also put out a pine cone, some little people, some little dollhouse people, a little pig doll over there with their little hat on, table, more pig dolls. This queen is by Halls Tiger, and this girl right here, I guess she would be the princess, is by Halls Tiger as well. And she has a whole bunch of different dollhouse dolls and some that we made. One tip that I want to give you guys is sometimes allowing your child to make their own stuff makes them pretty much want to play with it more often, if that makes any sense. So for example, she helped me make these here. You know, her painting skills aren't, you know, perfect or anything, but it's okay. Like she helped me make this one. And this is one of her favorite ones. So you want to include them when you're doing things like this. And then a bunch of her wooden blocks. So you guys get the idea. It's just setting up a scenario, basically. I don't know if that's the right word, but just to get her going, and then she pretty much does her own thing after that. And like I said, she doesn't have to play with this, but I would say 99% of the time she does. And she will take it apart, or she will usually add to this, whatever I did. She'll have little conversations with her little people, with her little dollhouse people. She does all kinds of things. So, and another thing that I often do is I will set up invitations to play based on topics that she's really interested in. Like the other day, she asked me about how adding one color of paint to another color of paint creates a third color. So since I knew she was interested in that, I put out some, the following day I put out some watercolors and allowed her to explore making different colors, you know, by adding a color with another color. Anyways, you get the idea. So you kind of just really closely pay attention to what your child is currently interested in, and based around that, you sometimes can do invitations to play that are really fun for them. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.